Purnell here for Hobie Fishing with you again. We've made a small journey from, I guess, where the river mouth was and the flat that sits out there. We've come back into almost, not necessarily the centre of the basin, but still working our way back towards the river. We've come across Paul Malov. Now, Paul had been a very consistent angler on the Hobie Kayak Tour, and we haven't seen as much from Paul in the last little while, but mate, I think that's more to do with the change in family circumstances.
That's right, Chris. Yeah, we've got a little 6.5-month-old at home.
Yep.
So that's taken up a bit of our time lately, but...
And dare I say, time well spent, my friend.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's been a great change for us, but it's good to be back out and competing again, so
yeah, and
look, I just love this place.
It's good to see some of those faces that are coming back and
Yep.
getting involved in what has been look, it's been a very successful series, but it's the anglers. It is exclusively you guys that make this what it is for us.
Yeah.
So and look, obviously continuing your relationship with the team there at Lawrence.
Yes, they've been amazing to me, and just using the Elite TI2 this weekend.
Oh, fabulous.
Using the side imaging and just marking fish everywhere I go and just concentrating, I guess, effectively.
Yep.
You know, that way I know I'm fishing over area where there are fish as opposed to just blind casting all the time. So
yeah, no, absolutely.
It's been great.
Look, the way that the technology has continued to improve year on year is just mind-boggling. I mean, you almost wonder where it's going to go next.
That's right. Yeah, spot on.
So, but look, that Elite TI range is, I guess it's a good entry point. I mean, we've got our hook series, which the latest of that hook reveals has just sort of hit stores now.
That's right, correct.
Last month or
Yes.
so. The TI2 has been a bit of a stayer with us now for probably maybe 12 or 18 months, I think.
Yeah, roughly. Yep.
And it gives you, I guess, almost a lot of what the HDS series used to a couple of years back. Before we went off to the lives.
At a better price point. That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's the previous generation HDS tech.
Yep.
In an affordable unit.
Yep.
Just fantastic. So.
No, yeah. I've definitely run those myself personally, and yeah, no complaints here at all.
Absolutely.
So, mate, it's one in the well. I think as we sort of circled around you there, we just sort of came across you putting a fish in the well.
That's right. Yeah, so 133 fork in the well so far. I've had a couple of undersized fish, a couple of tentative bites. I'm fishing near the river mouth, as you guys can sort of see, and we've got a bit of fresh coming out this morning, so it's a bit dirtier than usual, but there's definitely plenty of fish on the sounder. It's just a matter of just spending the time just plugging away, and I'll come across them. But.
Yeah, now whether it was here or it might have been back at Marlow there a couple of years ago, I think it might have been at the end of last year, we were talking a little about, the years gone by, but there was a year where there was a massive fresh push, and it was effectively on that line, like the literal line between the dirty water and the clean water, where there was a high concentration of fish. So, maybe that's the angle here this morning.
That's what I'm hoping for, a bit of food coming out of that river as well. We've obviously got a lot of prawns in the system, so just trying to imitate something like a prawn and flick it around and hopefully come across a few.
We won't tie you up for any longer. Mate, it's really, really great to see you back. We certainly hope that everything continues to go well for you and the family. And is there any chance that we're going to get the old boy on a kayak anytime soon?
Oh, don't know. It's a good question. I'd like to see him back out on a yak, but he's loving his boat tournaments at the moment, and that's taken up a bit of time. So
yeah. No, well, look, if there's something that we can do, I know that Darryl Head in fact purchased the old boy's boat.
Yes, he did. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. The old Mako. That's right.
Before he did his upgrade.
Yes.
So, mate, anything that we can do to give him a hand to get him out here and do a bit of father and son banter, mate, I think it'll be a handy idea.
I'm sure we'll appreciate it. Thanks,
all right,
Chris.
mates, we'll let you keep going. We'll come and grab that mic off you in a second.
No worries.
All right, guys, we'll see what we can come up with next. I guess we'd like to try and find Nick Mace or maybe Kyle Petty or a couple of the guys there that are sort of chasing in that top 5 or top 6 people. And the interesting thing where Paul's sitting right now, in fact, in 20th position, he is still within the hunt to absolutely grab a top 10 finish, if not a podium finish. The difference that we've got between first place and 20th is not even 500 grams. So it's a super tight race. We're looking forward to seeing what happens at the weigh-in. And don't forget that weigh-in is at 2 p.m. this afternoon. We will have a wave of anglers come through at 2 and then further at 2:30. So stay tuned on hobiefishing.com.au, live streaming.